Yeah.
It's all a part of it.
And anyone is oh yeah, absolutely. Did anyone else join us?
Not that I see
Nobody's here.
yet, but I'm in the streaming page, so when I get back over, I'll see if anyone's in the waiting room.
Sounds
Okay. Oh, pause, you son of a gun. Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm having issues. Here we go. All right, let me see if anyone else is in here. Oh, all right. Welcome to the new moon. Now let me make sure that my phone is off, but somewhere I could see it. So sometimes if no one could get in, I'll get a notification on my phone of a message. So, all right. That was a rocky little start. So, for those on the recording, I apologize. We're ready to start now. For those of you live, hi. You already know about my chaos. No, I'm just kidding. This beautiful event or this gathering is all for the new moon in Virgo. It's a solar eclipse, even. So, solar eclipses amplify everything, right? This is I don't know if I'm going to pronounce it right. It's an annular solar eclipse, meaning that the moon is further back. So when it goes in between the sun and us, it doesn't completely cover the sun, so it like shows like this ring of fire is what it's called. So you could kind of see, like the ring of fire, because the moon being further away isn't going to shadow the fullness of it. So that's what annular is. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Um, but that's what it is. It's so the ring of fire activation. So, oh my gosh, how juicy. This is such a sacred reset. And so I'm just stoked. So we're going to talk a little bit about the moon. I might have to turn off this heater because I'm burning my leg. Oh, all right. So, but yeah, so this is all of the new moons are super, super special, right? They all are. They all have something to do. But right now, this is such an incredible time. It's not just a new moon, it's a complete energetic reboot for your body, for your business, for your service, for your soul. Oops, there we go. Um, so let's start with what's actually happening here. The solar eclipse is when the moon passes directly between us, right? So I just explained the annular is going to give us that ring of fire around the edges. So it's so magical, right? Like who doesn't want to see that anyway? So we're going to see lots of awesome pictures online with this. But there's lots of symbolic things with this. That ring is symbolic. So it's like the fire of transformation, right? The cosmic blade that cuts through what no longer belongs in your field. Science shows that solar eclipses spike geomagnetic frequencies, right? Like this is the science aspect of it. They mess with our sleep cycles, they activate brain waves, and they stimulate the pineal gland. So this really is a reset for your inner tech, right? Especially the nervous system and your subconscious programming. So I'm all about that, right? So you pair it with the energy of a Virgo, the sovereign priestess, the sacred servant, the master of embodied refinement, right? This is our earth goddess. Virgo isn't about perfection, she's about precision. She doesn't sacrifice, she serves with overflow, right? She cleanses to make room for clarity. She builds systems that match her frequency. So this moon isn't just a wish making moon. This isn't just a dreamy moon. This is anchored in. This is moving in that refinement. This is being her. So, um, yeah, it's like I just feel so much of like subconscious, like really being conscious in your day rewrites the programs as we're moving in the day instead of like having the session about it and stuff like that. I'm not saying the sessions are bad. I always have sessions with myself. Like if I sometimes I have to sit out, take a little time out for myself and be like, what's going on here, right? So let me just look at my dog, sorry. Right, lay down. Anyway, so this is a timeline pivot, right? A command center recalibration, a call to purify your inputs and repattern your reality. So the invitation here is we're going to go in, we're going to set, we're going to go into the hive, right? That's like the best part. And then towards the end or at the end, I'll do an invitation. There's this really, really good one. I wanted to bring it into the ceremony, but depending on what candle you had and everything, I didn't have a really small one, so it would take a pretty long time. But I want to share with you this little ritual that I'm going to do, and maybe the Cosmic Hive will integrate it. I was kind of thinking, I'm like, oh, this would be kind of juicy if we integrated this type of ceremony or this type of intention. So maybe we'll even do it within, I'll let the hive guide, right? But get a white or gold candle, and around it, like you sprinkle in a circle these herbs. I know rosemary, lavender, mugwort if you have it, if you have like a little kit and stuff. And you visualize that ring being that ring of fire, and the candle it burning everything away. And so as it's burning away all of the cords from everything, right? It's burning away cords, obligations, clutter, right? Anything that's not sacred to your evolution, right? So especially clutter. Virgo is really about refinement and cleanse, like being clean, and everything has a spot, right? So this really is important when we're moving and shifting in our highest timeline, is to have, if we want clarity, we must have cleanliness. So that's really about, let's Virgo, excuse me. So anyway, so with this candle, you'll set the intentions and you just fill into it and you let the candle burn. And like I said, it could take a while. So depending, whatever candle you intuitively feel into, it could be a big candle, it could be a little candle, whatever, it could be a fast burning one, it could be a slow burning one, whatever it is, you take your candle and you're doing this and you just imagine. And if you can make it all the way through the candle, then great. If you don't, that's fine, but make sure it's complete within your body. Like intuitively know that, okay, this feels complete. It feels like everything is completely away. If it doesn't feel complete and you don't feel like you have patience to continue, take that as information. And then I invite you to embody the discipline and sit there and fulfill it. Allow yourself to completely cleanse away from whatever that clutter is. When we avoid the clutter, it still stays there, right? But when we just get rid of the clutter, the space is just cleansed. That's it. Clutter it doesn't matter if it's here in your space or if it's out there. It does matter, right? But there isn't any use for it. So everything wants to serve. All energy always wants to serve. But when it's not serving, when it's stagnant, that's why it creates this vibration, this density, this feeling, this ugh about itself. It's not being used, right, from overflow, right? So it's being neglected, right, or whatever it is. So clutter, whether that be remove a pile of clutter in your home, like if you have a mail pile, clean it up. Just do one little thing. I invite one little thing every single day until you don't have any more clutter, I guess. But which I need to. I'm not saying that this doesn't have clutter, because me got some clutter. But as we actively integrate the movement, it deepens in our body and it creates this feeling like this what's that? Like validation, like it checks off facts, like the mind's like, oh, we're doing this. This is great. This is safe. This is awesome. This is good. This is what we're on. We're on this timeline. We're on this timeline. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Right? It's just kind of creating these patterns for ourselves. And so with being in this new moon, it's such an awesome, awesome, awesome opportunity with moving into autumn especially like it's today or tomorrow, is equinox. And I hope we have an event about it. We'll have to do something in Gaia or something like that this week. But moving into autumn is this time of releasing, right? If we look outside, what are the trees doing? They're getting ready to go into dormant, right? We're getting ready to feed ourselves. We're getting ready to grow. Did you know that, or at least in my experience, I had this friend that he was an older gentleman, but I'd go and have lunch and stuff with him. And during the winter, like 4 times a year, I would go and measure this tree that he planted when his little girls were little, right? And it grew more in the wintertime than it ever did in the summertime. The summertime, it was already in its space, it was already had its capacity, and it used the energy to blossom, right? To be beautiful, to express, to whatever. So this time and going into dormant doesn't mean that you can't launch projects. It doesn't mean that you can't do things, but it also symbolically and energetically, it's supporting this time to like come in, to clean the home, right? To cleanse, right? To let the leaves fall. And it's such a beautiful divine time as you're doing that, where it's just, that's why it's such a great time for the recalibration as well, because you're shifting all those things, we're releasing whatever. And then stepping in to having this place of openness and cleansing. It's really an incredible opportunity to have this clarity with your intentions. So it's not necessarily of recreating this dream, but it's simplifying it. It's really being able just to flow into it instead of. Virgo is very disciplined and strategic and likes all of those things, but doesn't come from a place of like needing everything to be so perfect. It's like this way of it just being that way, of it divinely flowing in that way as you hold the capacity of this cleansed space, this cleansed inner temple, right? So, um, let's see. Trying to think before we go in. If there's anything like I should have had my little notes. I usually do. We'll just see what the hive has to say. But okay. Do we want to do journal prompts or no? Okay. So I will, when I post this replay, you will have I'll post some prompts. I'll fill into them, or maybe they'll pop up through, this event, and then I'll just kind of I'll put them in there. Also, I'll put the information about the candle. And then that way, throughout your day or later on, maybe before you go to sleep or something, you can journal some stuff, and this will help the integration of anything that you have completely released. This is such a beautiful but also different time, because a lot of the times the full moon is about releasing. And this new moon isn't necessarily about releasing, but it's about recalibration and shifting the container. And so as we're moving in, and for those who weren't in our sunrise synergy this morning, maybe visit that as well. But really moving into the energy of your higher timeline, because the only thing that makes the difference between you not being on it and you being on it is just that decision, is really being able to hold the capacity of that energy in your body. And so that's the important part about the sunrise energy, is you get to feel it in your body first. And so your body gets familiar with holding that frequency, that energy, right? As you move in to more being conscious of your day and yourself, and you're with your body as it's expanding and holding more, creating the capacity to hold more. And so this new moon is more about like having that container, but then shifting, recalibrating it, cleansing it, so that it could be clear. It could be a clear energy flow. And so as our energy is flowing really clear and smoothly in our body, we're connected to a timeline that is of smoother energies, right? It's not like the static stuff with all these different interruptions in it. And the interruptions are more of like things that don't serve. It's like the filtering, right? So as we are releasing the beliefs from us, it's kind of like we are losing those parts of ourselves, those leaves, but then the truth can reveal itself and shine brighter. So it's not like we have to really download too many things, because you are already whole, you're already pure, you're already perfect. It's really allowing yourself to unfurl and become this person so that the timeline can match. So when we put all of these filters and all these things on top of us, that's how we kind of sink down off of a timeline, right? So we kind of like get heavier is kind of how I'm like seeing it in my head. And as we're breaking through that, we're expanding, we're moving into this timeline. Being able to hold that vibration in your body is one of the most important things that you can do for yourself. So really being present. So I'll invite anyone who's watching this to Sunrise Synergy. It doesn't matter if you catch it live or not. I post them every single day. It usually takes about an hour for them to come back through, so I can repost it. But do yourself a favor, even if it isn't with us, to do something in the morning to feel in your body the vibration that you want to hold. Okay. So we are going to take a deep breath in through the nose, gently closing your eyes if you're not closed already. Exhale through the mouth. Another deep breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Sautu Urshakanahata. Go ahead and place one hand on like the third eye chakra, or a finger. I have my finger. You can do the whole palm, whatever you want. And then place your other hand on your sacral or your womb center and breathe deeply. Go ahead and take a deep breath in. Feel the spiral connection between your inner knowing and your sacral vessel. Exhale. And then say, either in your head or out loud as you breathe in, I align my command center with divine intelligence. I serve from sovereignty. I embodied sacred success. And you exhale, feeling the connection between your womb space and your command center, the creation portal and your command center. Take another deep breath in. I align my command center with divine intelligence. I serve from sovereignty. Exhale. Take another deep breath in and just connect the energies, the command center space, your third eye space, the pineal gland space, and allow that connection to be felt all the way down into the womb center, and that going back up into the third eye. Sautaku ushna ata ai ilahatura. Once you feel that connection and you feel that that connection is complete, I suppose, go ahead and relax your hands back into your lap or on your legs, whatever you want. Palms up is what I hear. And then let's go ahead and take another deep breath in. And then out, and really expand your energy, activating all of your senses, and really just feeling the immersion of your vibration, like immerse yourself in the vibration of you. Invite in the cosmic hive energies, allow them to swarm all around, flow through you, and come from within you. Moving us into the cosmic hives arena. And so in this arena, I see just beautiful landscape as Virgo is earth. And I see the incredible new moon above. And I even see around the new moon, it have like a solar flare around it, that ring of fire, if you will. And so that's how it's presenting itself to me. We go closer to where the moon is and we just gather and we sit. We really feel the earth under our seat. Mm. And you notice that your legs become roots. Your butt even becomes roots, growing the roots and anchoring down into earth. Kind of becoming a tree, I suppose, at least at the root section. There you go. It feels a little funny, I know, but just do it. There you go. Saurata no shitaka ilaha rutaka nahasta I ilaha no hokora. Opening your heart space and your mind. We're going to invite any recalibrations. So I'm just going to tap in that way. Zauro toko na hastushta ali hatuku no hoko yakatsna atushta anahatai. I want you to embody like your warrior goddess self. This warrioress person doesn't have to be in fighting mode with aggression or anger, but it's more of like this strength and sternness. And so you just create this inner goddess of or inner warrior goddess, if you will. Just kind of create that vision of you and just kind of see your body kind of forming as her, that's it's maybe that's very muscular, or maybe she has this particular outfit on that makes her feel very, very strong, very intimidating without having to be intimidating, right? Um, it's not about intimidation, but it's about strength and courage, bravery. Yes, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Saos nahatiako os nasto urtuku nasta ai ista anohoyata. Kila hatuku una hatasta a saurto nahatoya. So fill into this outfit, this identity, this mm, I guess this identity. We all have many identities, right? So when we need to pull our warrior goddess identity out, this is that identity. And so I want you just to kind of blend with this identity, and I want you to feel it in your body. And as you feel it in your body, I'm just going to move through and see if there's any subconscious recalibration that is needed. So that way you could fit fully and wholly in this identity in its wholeness and its strength. So as you move in to merging with this version, and then I want you to amplify and kind of amplify that merge and really feel it in your body. You are building a revelation. You are creating this revelation, and not like in history books of chaos and war and anger and lack of and fear. That is mm, that is the revelation. The revelation is the difference, is the change. The revelation is moving into this higher frequency of living. And as you embody this warrior goddess, you feel into the strength of being able to move into and carry through this new way of living, this very conscious living, this very mindful and intentional way. And through this clarity in this identity, you can amplify it and feel it in your body. It is not a place of ego, it is a place of lifestyle. You are collapsing timelines. The timeline of where you are right now connects to many different future versions. And so when you shift and choose your timeline, mm, and when you trust that you are on it and you make decisions from the energetic space of being it, the only other thing it can do is reflect that. So fill into the expansion, the sternness, the confidence, the bravery of you being in this timeline. What does it mean to you? Allow that to amplify. As you bravely move in to the capacity, to the container, to the timeline, your energy expands and it strengthens, and you feel more rooted in your body. You could feel as your roots that are in the ground in this meditation strengthen and really grip the earth. There you go. Mao inaho ustokosta. Sa aini hilahatuko oroto usnatashta. Now fill into the identity of your mission, of your purpose. Is it the healer? Is it the artist, the creative, the musician? Whatever this play is, maybe there's many, but fill into this mission identity, this purpose. And now allow it to expand in the space, filling into the joy, filling into being seen as this, being respected and heard and loved, seeked out even. Fill into the whole creation part of how this assists in everything, in the new world, in the collective, in individuals, in self, the environment, and just fill into that and let yourself just kind of dream a little too. Play with it a little. And as you are doing this, I'm going to move into the subconscious and see if there's anything that's limiting you here. And just really feel into the playfulness, feel into the reality of this already being in your day to day. Like, feel it as it's happening right now. Like you're making it happen right now. What's your story? But feel into it. What are you doing right now in your head? What are you doing in this timeline? What are you doing right now? Play with it. Yes, there you go. Keep playing with it. Who are you healing? What are you doing? What? Keep going, keep playing. Like fill your entire day with this. It's like the perfect day. You get to do whatever you want. Get in there. Really feel what that feels like in your body, not just in your head. Really bring it into the body, like you could feel your body start to move because you're just so joyous. You're doing the thing, your purpose. You're doing it. Yeah. Your body's like, oh, I'm moving, I'm doing it. Sato. Now really feel into playing there. Feel into the expansion of this timeline, that sturdiness and strength and bravery, being like the container that holds this joyous, purposeful energy. Yes. Now bring that purposeful energy down through the chakras, not just in the heart. Pull it down into the solar, into the sacral. Ooh, keep it going, keep it going. Move it down into the root. Ooh, keep it going, keep it going. Let it flush through the feet, into your toes. Allow it to be part of the roots and ground in. Ooh. Ah, now we get this luxurious, abundant overflow aspect, this identity. Not that abundance is your identity, but this form of energy that you get to play with that is labeled as currency or as a way of exchange. So you just want to, of course, fill into this. You want to fill into the health aspect. How healthy is your body? How fun do you get to exchange things, right? Whether it be exchange with money, exchange with gifts, exchange with services, doesn't matter. Like even just meeting the right people at the right time, you are abundant in. And just fill into the energies of how this is. And now this correlates amazingly with your health. And so you just fill into the health, your prosperity, and you allow it to move through your body. See where it's kind of sticking. Yeah. And then you just kind of let that go. I'm going to move in, I'm going to calibrate, and I want you to amplify the feeling of the freedom in this, the freedom and the abundance and the freedom in your health. Okay. The abundance in financial currency, stability, all of that. Okay. Like how you exchange. Everything is from a place of saying yes to the full body yeses and no to anything else. Like really filling in your power of this. As you create decisions on what you bring into your body, the foods and the liquids and the energy, the people you're around, right? It is a beautiful reflection of how you could fill in your place and how the exchange of currencies come. This connection with food and with, I'm going to just say money, they go hand in hand. So with that in your awareness, filling into that, the movement, the flowing, the feeling healthy in the body, everything's coming and going beautifully in flow, energy's coming in and out. And then fill in partnership with the abundance, with the money. And you feel the flow in and out. That's a little stickier, huh? Okay. It's and this message is not to say if you choose a poor choice in a food that you're going to not get the money. But I'm saying what is simply being the message here is that the flow of energy moves through you the same in parallel. So the connection that you have with your food and what you're bringing into your body is the same of what you're sending out for your currency. So if your flow of in and out is of just an easy, light flow, right? Everything's moving, you're fueling what you need to fuel. When you go to exchange, it's in clarity, it's in control, it's in leadership. You will feel in your body, no static, and full clarity. So when you go to exchange, whether it's naming your price or allowing an exchange of whatever sort, it will feel in your body the same and it'll flow the same. And so where you feel you do not flow or in alignment with one, you can look to the other to see where you're at. Remember, the signature, the energy signature of money itself, is an energy vibration signature. It is of its own, right, thread, weave of currency. It's constantly that field, that currency is more like a field, right? It's more of like something that moves through you at all times. It's not like this experience that you go and do and make and create. It is this currency, it is this wave of energy that connects to your energetic system. And so when your energetic system is in full alignment and activation, what you connect to is a currency of that energy. All right, there's one more thing. The ego, or the human aspect of this experience, likes to have a story and a meaning, likes to have a full coming around cycle for the story. Understand this: every single karmic debt has been served and is completed now. You do not owe anything. You have paid any price that has ever created a karmic tie to you. It is paid. It is done. You chose this life to clean up whatever else you needed to that you didn't before. And you chose this life at this time because you are ready to be a part of the ascension, the movement from one timeline collectively to another. And as we individually do our own, it raises the collective shift. And when we move collectively into this shift, you will already have the capacity in your body to hold it because you are already there and you're the ones that are lifting, helping, assisting, allowing everyone else to rise to you. You are here at this time and have done this work because you are the ones here to lift the collective. Under this new moon, you let go of all past ties to anything that weighs you down. Anything that you feel is connected is an illusion, and you can cut that tie by simply doing it, cutting it, because it really does not exist. If it is in your awareness, it is just to be acknowledged, because that acknowledgement will serve a purpose in one way, shape, or form eventually. It is not to get stuck or think, oh, fuck, I still have more work to do. You are in a part of where your work comes into creation and evolution, into revelations. That is where you get to play now. The work that we do on ourselves is for expansion and for that play and for creativity, unfurling of self, not reconstruction. You no longer live in the timeline of that density. And if you choose to bounce back and forth, that's it's your right. Satukurushnatu unahasatai. So feel into this highest timeline. And I want you to really pull it up and like gather it from the new moon where we see it above us with the ring of fire around it. And I want you to feel the potency and I want you to pull it down into your mind's eye and really be able to like create mm, beautiful this beautiful energy, this beautiful, I would say, dream in your mind's eye. And you're like cultivating this, right? You're cultivating it, starting to stimulate firing and wiring. And it's like, hey, this is familiar. This is familiar. And it just starts to awaken in your body. And as this intention, as this vision goes deeper and deeper into its reality, it's revealing itself to you. You feel it in your body and you allow it to sink. And it moves into the pineal gland. And as it moves into the pineal gland, it is then moved through your nervous system. Through your nervous system, you're starting to feel recalibrations, things shifting in your body, the movement. As you breathe in, things are being charged, your whole body just charging. And as you exhale, you could feel this expansion and activation. And you pull it all the way down. And you keep pulling it down all the way into the root chakra, and then into your roots. The roots that as we joined here and we sat, our legs became those roots. And so you allow that stimulation, this energy, this vision to move into the thickness of these roots. And it could feel very dense. So you have to really feel it. You got to pull it, like pull it from your toes down, knowing that your legs are trunks. And so you got to really pull it all the way deep into the trunks of those trees to really be able to feel it in your body. There you go. Bring it in, bring it in. Move it all the way into your legs. You could even feel as if your legs are kind of shifting and moving. Maybe they're transforming a little. Because as we move and live and experience life in this timeline, our body will reflect that. And so you can just kind of see things morphing a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Mm. Feeling into your heart space and the solar plexus and allowing this divine power between the two, the most powerful chakras, this beautiful bridge between the higher dimensions of yourself and the lower dimensions of yourself. Really bridge this two, this body and soul merging, right? Mm. Taurutuku taurusnantai ilahatukunahasta. Those two identities, that beautiful warrior goddess. Yes. And that beautiful, that purpose, that mission self, that identity. I see so many as healers, so I wanted to just say that healer, but but there's so much more. And just feel that between your heart and your solar and it bridging the two, being able to merge this safety and this bravery with this mission and purpose of joy and artistry, of healership, of connection. You allow the roots that were your legs to start to slowly come back into leg form, unmerging. And then moving back into you, pulling your energy back, 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 back. Filling into your body this shift, this movement, this energy. Allowing yourself to expand and take up space in this timeline. Not only do you deserve to be here, but we need you here so that when it is time, we raise the collective. Sauta sokurush natanaha ilahatoya. So play, have fun, take up space, and learn that being seen and being heard is part of all of this. Satu ursta kunuho satu urta nahaisata ashtukunata. You pull your energy back, really filling into this timeline, filling into the energy. My hair feels like it's like growing or something because I'm just feeling like all of this movement. I feel it in my feet, I feel it in my legs. I feel so grounded, yet so light. And I just want to expand in that. I just want to stay in this. And so I invite everyone here as we're coming back to body to really feel into being present with yourself, that every single moment is an opportunity of being in this timeline, of being in your highest timeline already. It's already cultivated. You've already made the space. You've already done the work. Don't be afraid to let people meet you where you are. We want that. We want to climb. We want to rise. We want to stretch. We want to move. And we want to be in this highest timeline too. Just gotta come back, come back, come back. You never know where those are going to go in the cosmic hive. I don't even have intentions anymore. When I go in, I'm like, just do your thing. That was so incredible. A lot, there's been so much talk about highest timeline and really being in it. And I think that's why it's coming up a lot, especially today. So I'm not trying to be a broken record, but it is definitely amplified. They're like, be on it. It is right now. It is not later. It's not coming. It is already. It already is. This is how it looks like at the beginning, right? On every single journey, it doesn't just always stay in this one place, right? As we move, everything shifts and changes. This is the beginning. We're on it. We are here. We fucking made it. Now we get to learn the ropes, right? So at the very beginning, we're like, okay, we got to learn everything. We got to be very present. We got to be very conscious, right? Very clear, very intentional. And then we get to move more subconsciously in this realm after we kind of create this structure. All right, I love you. I love you. I love you. I want to head over to Gaia and I want a couple minutes between. Thank you so much for being here. This new moon is potent, 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 potent. When I post this, I will post a little ritual you could do with that candle, and I'll do some journal prompts for it because that is really, really important, especially with a new moon. Also, I really invite you to write your intentions. Write down what it feels like in this timeline. Like seriously, what is it? What are some key points in this timeline? Like what are some awesome things that you see that you really want to bring into fruition, that you want to emphasize? What is it? Yep. Heart, candles, paper. I love it. I love you so much, Jan. All right. Hopefully see you over at Gaia. If not, it's all good. I love you guys so, so much. Happy new moon.